Alright everyone, welcome back to Dungeon Siege 2, my name's Voortsy, and before we go any further, I just wanted to actually make thanks to the people that replied on that channel update video and have been letting me know stuff. So super special shout outs to Mr. Cat, Jack Swain, the Sneaky Ninja, and Chazaya. I think that's how you say your name, I don't know, like Chazaya, whatever it is. Thank you very much for the feedback. As I said, it helps out massively just to even know that people are watching these videos. So leave leave comments leave comments in the comment section. Leave a like. Do all this stuff. I'll try and get in contact with you, or if you want to get in contact with me, thanks very much for all the feedback. Anyway, straight into it. So as you can see, we are trapped in this jail. We are now in the Dryad city of Ireland, and we are going to get straight underway by talking to this guard here.
What do you want?
Where am I? Where's Drevin?
What? Oh, you're one of the new ones. We pulled you out from underneath the body of a blue-haired elf and brought you here to the town of Ireland. You're to be kept behind bars until we figure out what to do with you.
Let me out of here!
Warden Celia's in charge here, and what's to be done with you is up to her. If I were you, I would keep my head down and learn to be respectful before she finds you making demands.
I don't understand. What's this ring around my neck?
You wear the ring of submission to hold you in check. All prisoners must wear it.
Prisoner, eh?
Hush, here comes the warden now.
Blasted dryads! Quickly, Orem, while she's talking to that elf. Now's your chance.
Foul creature. I warned him what would happen if he attempted to harm a dryad. There can be no hope for these types.
Do not be so hasty, Celia. Some of these prisoners have roles to play yet. I have seen it. This poor soul here, for example. I know this one can be trusted.
I do not know, Amron. Given arms, that mercenary could well kill us all. The entire village is endangered.
As a personal favor to me, please give this prisoner a chance.
As you wish, my friend. I hope you are able to find that which you seek.
Namare, Melonamin. Till next we meet.
Alrighty. What do you want, Celia?
Amron the elf seems to trust you. I trust only the ring of submission around your neck, prisoner.
Prisoner? Is that what I am now?
Our troops found you on the battlefield. You are lucky they found you alive, unlike the blue-haired elf.
Drevin is dead? He must have foreseen this. Where are my things? My medallion?
You were fighting on the side of Valdis. You are an enemy to the Dryads of Ireland. Your friend is of no matter to me, and your medallion will remain property of Ireland until you show where your loyalties lie.
I have no quarrel with you. I merely followed orders.
It is my orders you will follow now, and you will learn to keep your head down and your mouth shut. I have a task for you.
What do you want me to do?
Go to the weaponsmith at the blacksmith shop. She has spared some sharpening stones for our warriors. Get them, and take them to the Dryad outpost just outside the north gate of town.
Very well. With this ring around my neck, I suppose I don't have much of a choice.
Be thankful Amron spoke up for you. Take my advice, prisoner, and avoid the animals of the jungle. One bite from them, and you'll be riddled with the plague. Now go, and don't make me regret granting Amron's favor.
Thank you.
There are creatures that carry the plague right outside the town gates. You will not even reach the outpost without being able to defend yourself. Take this equipment. It may not be the same as your old things, but it will give you some chance at least.
Alrighty. And on we go. So, let's switch to melee again. Short sword. Sweet. So, this game... hold on, let me just put this stuff in my inventory. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to use lesser heal for a bit. This game really comes alive when you've got multiple people in your party. So, if you're playing just by yourself like this, it's not really all that fun. Unless you're like super over leveled. And it becomes a little bit of a cakewalk if you're super over leveled, but obviously we're not going to be because we're starting from the beginning and going through normally. So let's talk to this person. They're the first quest giver, or not the first quest giver, but the next person in the quest.
You must be one of Celia's. You wear the ring of submission around your neck.
Celia does not own me.
I recognize you. They brought you in last night.
You saw them bring me in? Lady Dryad, please tell me what took place.
The battle was terribly bloody. We lost many from our village. Worst of all, Valdez succeeded in taking the Aegis of Life.
I've heard of this Aegis of Life, but I know very little of it.
It is a magical artifact that kept the Warden at bay. Without it, we are reduced to barricading ourselves behind these walls. Before we sealed the gates, you and the other injured prisoners were carried in. Some of you were mortally wounded. We worked hard to save your lives.
We fought against you in the battle. Why would you save us after that?
You may have forgotten mercy, but we have not. You are indeed the enemy, however, and so you will stay with us as our prisoner.
Mercy. You may be right. It has been a long time since I witnessed it. I will think on that, but for now, I must collect some sharpening stones for the Warden.
Here you are. And if you have some time, perhaps you could do a favor for me?
Allow me to prove that I am no longer your enemy. What might I do?
With all the fighting, we go through armor faster than we can craft it. Duma and Sen both need my help throughout the day and into the night. But I've only been in this trade for a short number of months. There's much to remember.
I'm in a hurry, but how can I help?
There is a tome of smithing within the Great Hall that is sure to contain such information. I would be in your debt if you can discover the steps to creating Dryad armor.
That hardly seems difficult. I will return shortly. Now, thankfully, because I've played this game so many times and the actual armor instructions don't change, I can just click straight back into this person and give them the quest.
Have you discovered the steps for crafting that armor? Duma has been giving me the looks.
Listen
And that is
closely
good
and I'll
news
tell
indeed.
you.
If I don't get started soon, I'll never be done in time. Dryad armor is tricky stuff to make on a forge. Quietly now. Tell me what the tome said.
Alright. Use 5 squares of leather, 3 pots of boiling wax, 12 stone shroom discs, and 2 baskets of leaves. Coat the leather with wax, apply the discs, and then fasten the leaves to the resulting armor.
That rings true. Please wait a moment while I make the armor.
Very well. I'm quite curious, to be honest. Nice.
Excuse me, Craftmistress Sen. The Dryad armor is completed, just as you requested.
This is indeed fine work, Telenu. Excellent. You may keep that suit for yourself as a reward for a job well done.
My thanks. Craftmistress Sen seemed almost happy with my work for once. And it's thanks to your sleuthing. Please, take this armor as a gift for your assistance.
Thank you, Telenu. I am glad I was able to help. So basically, what I find interesting about that quest there is that this armor is actually pretty good that I just picked up, but it's not good enough to have been worth it for an entire quest. So what I'm going to do here is actually sell some of the stuff that I don't need, just so I have a bit more of an inventory. And then these 2 people here I can take into my party. So if I talk to this girl...
I hear you're off to cause some trouble. I don't suppose you'd care for the company of the best fighter on the island?
So this is Deru, and she's a scout, which means that she basically just uses ranged. And then this guy over here is...
I didn't expect to see you here. If you're leaving town soon, I'll lend you my sword arm.
What is he? He is melee as well, like me. Now,
So, the rumors have reached your ears already.
I think if I take
Changed your
him...
mind?
Now
I wanted to show this town my back for a long time.
Well.
You won't be sorry, whatever you've heard.
And now,
Looking
I
for
don't
someone?
think
Or
I can
are you
also
here to share
take
stories
her
of
yet.
your exploits?
No. Okay, so I have to go to the... I have to pay the innkeeper first before I can maximize my party size. Now, what I could do is take her instead of
yourself.
Lothar.
I've got things to do
but
anyway.
Because of the
You are clear
fact
to
that the aggro in this
You
game
fought with the Warden.
is...
Are they powerful? They're a blight. The world's better off without them.
I'm with you on that. They are formidable, though.
When I see one, I will kill it. I trust you won't stop me?
Be my guest, friend. Alright. So... there it's a little bit annoying because you have... every now and again you'll get these conversations which sort of interrupt the gameplay, which is a little bit frustrating, but they don't happen too much and they lessen off or they
There you are, prisoner.
die down
Come along.
further into the
I am
game
to take you to the outpost.
Alright. So, this is basically just a whole bunch of people telling us insignificant things. These bushes here, the ones that are glowing red and the ones that are glowing blue, depending on if you have a certain skill, you can harvest mana potions and health potions from them respectively. This is an incantation shrine. If we talk to this girl,
Are you here to use this incantation shrine?
and then smash through, she'll give us a chant, which we can then use, which will give us a temporary boost to armor if we recite the chant. So these are the Taklak, which are kind of just the budget enemies right at the beginning. This game is pretty generic, be aware. So you may be wondering, if I've already got someone that's melee, why I've chosen another melee character to go with me rather than having a melee and a ranged. And to be fair, I don't think I've ever actually gone with 2 melee straight off the bat. But what I'm wanting to do is try it out, because I feel that if we have this skill here, by the way, just increases our max health, so we're a little bit more durable. And I want this guy to basically be the same as me. So, little cutscene again. Breaks in the gameplay.
Help us!
Help us!
Oh no! It's the Warden! Wow. That's the quality training of the Dryad. So, let's just smash these guys. Brutal attack. Get through. Smash them down. We unlocked the Warden gate key.
We're free!
Thank you.
Tirani? What happened here?
Celia, what a surprise to see you here. Look, the prisoner just saved us.
Alright.
I came here to make sure this one followed my
Followed
orders.
orders. Saved you. Yep.
Don't be too harsh, Celia. Jara was overwhelmed.
Ah!
I have...
Who cares? Alright. Sorry, but there was just this, I've spent so much time of this just listening to information, and I can't be bothered doing it anymore. So here we go. Let's go. Amp the armor. Let's go. Quest. Kill things. Ah, yeah. I'm pretty keen to actually get into some combat, because we haven't seen anything really. We've just like kind of beaten down some little lowlives, but the main thing about this game is actually the combat. So let's actually get into it, hey? Now we're level 3 in melee. We're really wanting to get to level 5, which is where we can then start to specialize and stuff. So once we get to level 5, we might have one guy go into dual swords or sword and shield, let the other one go into two-handers, and then that will hopefully be the way in which we can start enjoying this game. That guy's getting munted, but hopefully we don't have to stop yet. Whoa, what? Okay. Guy must have been getting hurt before. So if we use this, it's a little secret, and I think it gives us part of something. Secret area has been found. Alright, so we got some yellow gear. Now yellow gear is unique gear, which is part of a weapon set or a gear set. So these are the Vigilant gloves, which are the Dryad gloves from the Nature's Vigilance set. So when you have set items, which are always in yellow, they give you bonuses towards having all of them together. So if you get the entire set, or if you even just get 2 items of a set, you start to get bonuses, and then these bonuses keep increasing for every extra piece of armor that you get, or armor or weapon or whatever it is that is in the set. Every piece of the set that you get will increase the bonuses. Now there are a few sections where I'm still level 4, so I'm going to level 5 first. There are a few things that we haven't yet gotten to. So all the blue items are sort of stuff that just have a little bit of an enchantment on them. So javelins will do 12 to 13. Now that's ranged, so I can actually use that, which is pretty good. But I want to stick with melee at the moment. So if I talk to these guys. My name is not your concern.
Learn! You do not tell me what is or is not my concern.
I shall tell you whatever I want, you overgrown ferret.
I'll pick my teeth with your ribcage before I'm through with you. I'll suck the marrow from your bones. Ah!
Oh yeah, well you want to have a fight about that? Then take this. Yeah, didn't think so. Okay. So, I was listening to all of the descriptions, all of the conversations right at the beginning, and I actually do think that the people who made this game, that Gas Powered Games, actually put a decent amount of work into the voice acting. Like, I'm actually very surprised with how well their voice acting went down. In fact, I might, 20.5. It's weird. One of the things, actually, I just need to go over this. One of the things that I don't like about this game is that you don't really get that much of a bonus for maxing out a skill, which is kind of annoying because you get diminishing returns. So sort of specializing into a skill early gives you heaps of bonuses, but then those bonuses start to dip off and they become less prevalent later on, which is a little bit frustrating. So if you really want to be really quick, I think after about 11 points into a specific skill, it starts to get a little bit lackluster. So yeah, not that great. Oh, also, I'll have to remind myself to turn off my Steam notifications so that people's names don't start coming up. I need to chug some health and kill this guy. Jeez. I'm getting wrecked. Yeah, but this game is pretty much just hack and slash. Running forward, going to each different camp, smashing through people, getting loot. Loot is the real thing that sort of drives this game open. I don't know why. It's like so satisfying just to see your like character just get stronger. Like there's really a sense of like truly becoming heroic, I guess. It's interesting because rather than it being this disjointed sort of run in and wail on one person for a little bit and then move on to the next one and the next one and the next one and the next one, because you get to have a whole party, it's great because all of a sudden you have these like proper skirmishes with a whole bunch of people, and the further you get into the game, there starts to be all these there starts to be these big sort of skirmishes with even more effects flying everywhere as you get more unlocks, and it's really cool. I like it. And it's also a nice it's a nice comfy game. So you don't have to pay too much attention to playing it, which means it should be relatively easy for me to commentate through. And yeah, basically at the beginning of these episodes I'm just going to start talking about how the game actually works, and then after that I might get into just some topics because the gameplay is pretty simple, and then I'm sure you don't want to hear me talking about the gameplay all the time. So yeah, I'm excited to actually start getting properly back into YouTube. It's really been something that I've wanted to do for ages now. In fact, I might have to run away here because I'm starting to get wrecked. There are way too many enemies up there at the moment. Yeah, it's been something that I've wanted to get back into for ages. I've always liked YouTube. I really enjoyed it back when I was doing it. Like, man, I've been like periodically doing YouTube for ages, but actually doing consistent uploads with a proper schedule and all of that has never really been my strong suit. So hopefully this time I will finally be able to get back into a proper schedule and actually make decent content at a regular rate, because regularity is really what I'm going for here. Like subscription services and stuff, like if you have enjoyed my content, then in the past you pretty much could have just like I don't know, searched for me on YouTube itself if there were ever a time that you wanted to watch a new video, because I'd go for months at a time, if not like a year at a time without uploading anything. And while I did have like a channel update, and I was like, look at me, I'm going to start doing YouTube more regularly, and then didn't upload for like a few weeks. I hope you'll forgive me because it was the holiday season, and it was getting pretty intense. Now, I will have to try and keep these episodes a little bit shorter, so I might actually end this one here. At the moment, because I don't upload regularly enough, YouTube really slows down my upload time. So every one of these episodes, because they're about 20 minutes or longer each, they take like over 2 hours to upload, which is ridiculous. My upload speed isn't like small. It's just that the like YouTube player itself actually bottlenecks all this stuff. So I'm going to get right back into the next episode, but I'm just going to say I'm going to leave this one here. So thank you very much for watching. Big shout outs to those guys before, by the way. Thank you very much for watching. Likes, comments, whatever. It really helps out, as I said. And I will see you in the next episode. Thanks very much.